Hi, everybody, and welcome back for a new brain health tip. Today is the first day of winter, and in Florida, it is a beautiful, sunny, warm day. But because it is the holiday season, I am wearing my festive Christmas sweater, even though I don't actually need a Christmas sweater. A Christmas t shirt would be just fine. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about stress and what stress does to the brain. And I'm sure that all of you are well aware of the fact that stress is horrible for every part of our body. I know many people may think that stress is really impactful to cardiovascular health and that people think about, oh, too much stress might cause a heart attack. But it's important to know that too much stress shrinks the brain, and not by a little bit, by a lot. It's easy to see on imaging different parts of the brain that shrink for people that are under chronic stress. So I want to share a couple of tips to help you manage stress better. And for those of you who are very brand new to the channel, my name is Dr. Becky. I'm a retired functional medicine practitioner, and I have this fun YouTube channel because my mom and my dad both died of Alzheimer's disease. And so I am working diligently to use every tip and trick that's available to save the health of my brain. And so I like sharing those tips with you guys as well, so that you can also save the health of your brain. And the studies, again, related to stress on the brain are shocking. And for me, they were shocking, especially once I saw what those images looked like when you could see different areas of the brain where there was significant shrinkage. And I know people are going to say, Becky, stress is all around us. I'm not going to get rid of stress. And you're right, you're not going to get rid of stress. So then the next part of the equation is, what can you do to manage your stress effectively? And for some people, it's just being out in nature, whether that's taking a walk around the block. And again, the things that I'm telling you are clinically shown to improve the health of your brain. So on times when you are feeling overwhelmed, if you have the luxury of taking a break from where you're at and just, again, getting outside and taking a quick walk, a 10-minute walk, just to get outside in nature, that will lower your cortisol levels. And that's a hormone that the body secretes when you're in a state of alarm. And again, it's those elevated cortisol levels that not only cause challenges with cardiac health, but again, also destroy the brain. So tip number one, when there's too much stress in the world, is to get outside in nature and take a walk for 10 minutes or so if you can. Number two is, and again, let's say something's happening at work. The stress is going on at work. You can't just escape work. That's okay. When you get home from work, if there's some things that you can do, even though it's after the stress has occurred, it will still help that body to calm down, help reduce those cortisol levels, to help improve the health of your brain. Because again, we do not want any brain tissue to shrink away. And so I know we've all heard about just taking a nice hot bath. So if you're blessed that you have a bathtub, if when you get home from work you could just fill up the tub and take a nice bath, that would do wonders. To not only is it going to reduce those cortisol levels, but the warm water will also help to relax those muscles. So you'll get a good 1-2 punch related to stress reduction. Another thing that you can do to help with stress is, at the end of the day, if you can just go and buy those fun, intricate coloring books. You've all seen them. They're called, and I'm going to say this word wrong, I'm sure. And for those of you who know the proper pronunciation, please leave it in the comments for me. I would appreciate that. But I think they're called mandala coloring books, and they have these very intricate patterns. But if you can get a mandala coloring book and just sit for an hour or so, especially if it's an hour or so before you go to bed, and just sit and focus on filling in those lines with a wide variety of colors that you enjoy. Again, the coloring does a wonderful job to reduce the cortisol level, reduce the stress in your body, which helps to support the health of your brain so that you can keep it vibrant and sharp into long, long, long life. Again, our goal is to keep you healthy and vibrant well into your 80s and even into your 90s. And for others who, let's say, the stress is just overwhelming for many, many reasons, in addition to the walking, in addition to the hot bath, in addition to the mandala coloring books, you may need to take some sort of supplementation for a window of time. And the best supplementation that I would recommend to help with stress management would be a good omega-3 fatty acid. That's going to do a great job to help. Again, it's not going to help to reduce the cortisol levels, but it's just going to make sure that the brain doesn't start shrinking away, especially in the hippocampus region. So an omega-3 fatty acid could at least mitigate any of that brain shrinkage that can go on with chronic stress. Vitamin D3 would also be another super great vitamin, but my number one of the 3 vitamins that I'd recommend, my number one favorite for brain health related to stress is going to be magnesium threonate, and it has to be that form, magnesium threonate, and I will have that for you in the description. That way you'll see the exact name. That is not inexpensive. I'm not going to tell you differently. Magnesium threonate is costly, but what it does to help an overstressed brain is quite amazing. And for those of you where magnesium threonate might be outside the realm of what you can pay for a supplement right now, then I would recommend magnesium glycinate. And again, I'll have that down in the description box. And magnesium glycinate is fairly inexpensive. It's very easy to find in any good quality health food store. And again, the cost is not very expensive. So my tip and my trick for an overstressed brain is to take your walk, take a good bath, color, and if you need to add supplements, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, magnesium threonate if possible, and if not, magnesium glycinate. And I sure hope that you all have a phenomenal, wonderful holiday season. I hope you all stay healthy and happy. And most of all, I hope you are surrounded by loved ones. Please hug them all just a little extra tighter because, the love of family, there's nothing more valuable. Again, have a most awesome holiday season, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye now.